Dear brothers and sisters, at Christmas midnight Mass, Pope Francis opened the holy door of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, thereby inaugurating the Jubilee year 2025, and chose as the theme of the year, Pilgrims of Hope. Mass this Sunday here on the Feast of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph marks the start of the Jubilee in our diocese. And we began with the introductory rites, opening the Jubilee here in our diocese. The Jubilee years occur every 25 years, and our last one was the year 2000 when St. John Paul II began the new millennium. On opening the holy door, Pope Francis said, "The holy door of God's heart lies open before you." Pouring out God's heart, pouring out grace in overflowing abundance. In the sacrament of baptism, the sprinkling rite at the beginning of Mass was a symbol of the outpouring of God's grace in baptism. In the Eucharist, the sacrament of penance, we receive that outpouring of God's grace. And then when we receive that forgiveness ourselves, we are to go out and forgive our brothers and sisters. As we embark on this Jubilee, the Pope exhorts the Church to join in a symphony of prayer that we might open our hearts to God's mercy and love and be pilgrims of hope in our world today, witnesses in our daily life that God's love is for everyone. Pilgrims of hope. Pilgrimage is an important part of the Jubilee year. Setting out on foot or on a bus, together with others, and going to a holy place like a shrine. And our diocese will have opportunities to go on pilgrimage in the course of this year. A pilgrimage helps us discover anew the joy of encountering Jesus on the way. This gospel passage that we've just listened to happens during the annual pilgrimage to Jerusalem that Jesus's parents, Mary and Joseph, would take. On this particular occasion, as they were making this pilgrimage to Jerusalem, Jesus was lost, and he wasn't found for 3 days. After a desperate search, Mary and Joseph found the 12-year-old boy in the temple. And Mary expressed to Jesus how worried they were. "Child, why have you treated us like this? Look, your father and I have been searching for you in great anxiety." The challenges of family life are not new to our generation. The Gospels tell us that the Holy Family had to face many difficult and unexpected challenges, times when they were filled with great anxiety, like losing Jesus for 3 days. I remember being with my sister years ago, and we were on vacation, we visited Ontario Place. They were with their children, they were young, and one of them was lost. We turned around, he just wasn't there. He had disabilities, he was nonverbal. He was lost for about 2.5 hours. We were desperate. There was water around. Did he drown? Where was he? I've never forgotten that. It was probably the worst time I remember in my life, being fearful. So we tried to search for that boy and finally found him. Parents today, who have a teenager can identify with Mary and Joseph in this gospel passage. Parents know the anxiety, the worry, the fear when they don't know where their teenager is, whom they're with, what they've been doing. In the struggles that parents face today, they can turn to the Holy Family, because the Holy Family has experienced what we experience today. The Church realizes how difficult it is for families, especially those experiencing the breakdown of family life, isolation, separation, and divorce. Families today need our understanding, our support, and our compassion. Our parishes welcome and support families, whatever their circumstances may be. The health and vitality of families is imperative for the future of our society. And today, this feast of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph gives us a special opportunity to appreciate our families, to acknowledge the importance of marriage and the faithful love of couples who are open to children. The extraordinary sacrifices families make every day for the sake of their children, and the hardships they face to maintain family stability when times are tough. Pope Francis emphasizes how crucial families are for this Jubilee year of hope. Young people today are searching for signs of hope in their lives, and they begin to find hope in the unconditional love they experience in their families. The elderly often feel alone and abandoned, but find hope in families who care for them. We begin this Jubilee year by gathering for the Eucharist. We thank God this morning for our families, and we pray for them, especially those experiencing hardship and difficulties at this time. May we allow the Holy Family of Nazareth to embrace our families in all our imperfections and weaknesses, and teach us that the true riches of life are not found in material possessions, but in relationships of love and fidelity.